are recording.
Welcome back to the Diary of Ishi. Last time we finished the fight with the weird scorpion man. Thankfully none of us died and we actually made it the rest of the way to the city. Mel got healed because damn anticoagulants suck ass. We were slightly shown around, able to meet Elias's sister before we met with his mom, the queen. In reality, it's just a lot of Ren fucking around and finding out again this last episode. And we left off with her secretly finding out while no one else was allowed to know. Today we will find out what she found out. And I think make a better plan for the antlion thing. That's still unsure.
Alright. Well, as you guys stand outside the throne chamber, waiting in anticipation, suddenly the door swings open and a banged up Ren.
Oh god.
I somehow ended up with 2 black eyes.
Comes like slowly meandering out through the doorway. Behind her, as you glance past her, are several of the Sand Marauder guards.
Oh my god.
That are just out. Whether dead or unconscious is not
easy to tell.
Easy to tell. Ren's nose is bashed in. You can tell that there's definitely been some blood. Her
everywhere.
eye is getting to a blackened state, and portions of her clothes are ripped.
What the fuck?
I've also, as I'm hobbling out of the room, am like spouting obscenities at this woman in Sylvan. So most of you don't know what I'm saying.
The only one of us who knows is explicitly
Alive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mel.
Mel's probably catching like a little bit. Cause I think
No. Mel
It's
learned the
obscenities.
curse words, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, that's true. We did teach you the curse words.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's the first thing
are
you
like-
teach someone who's learning a new language.
But these are like really intricate. Like so you're catching the swearing words, but then not like the regular like words that are also accompanying with this. And so yeah, they're just like this is cursing at somebody, but like with pizzazz.
As you walk out and you're obviously, beaten to hell, whatever, Elias looks at you extremely unimpressed and says, "Whatever happened to you, I want you to know you did that to yourself."
Orca walks forward and just holds Ren.
Shoe.
Orca's just holding Ren, and she's just like, "I'm glad you're alive, but what the fuck?"
No, I think this was good. I think that this was important. Some people, unfortunately, and I won't name names, but some people have an unfortunate inability to understand what consequences are. And I think this might be a good reminder for some of them.
Can you tell us what happened?
No. And I prestidigitate some of the blood off of me, but it sounds really whack because my nose is crushed, so I'm nasally.
Oh my god. Well, are you satisfied with yourself, or
I would certainly hope so.
I'm always satisfied with myself.
that sounds like the Ren I know and love.
I mean, it sounds like a problem, but neither here nor there.
Sounds like somebody who didn't get hit hard enough.
Yeah, you as a child. And I walk off.
Oh shit!
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Now, some people, again, consequences can be a hard thing to accept.
Elias,
She'll come into it on her own time.
not right now. We have more important things to worry about.
I don't get why you insist on baby.
Right, what else do we have to do here? I don't know who I would talk to in order to learn anything about Selenora. You were seeming to imply your other sister, but now she seems to be elsewhere in the castle.
Yeah, she probably has things to do now.
Probably.
But I'm sure if we were to look around, we could find some members of her platoon. They may not be as well informed as she is as to what's going on, but they've been out with her. They would at least know some of what she knows.
It's fine, I don't necessarily need specifics, just generalities is enough.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna look for one of them, we're gonna want to head back over to the west side, maybe back over the Leviathan. Sure, we can find one of them over there.
Also, I just picked a direction and I have begun walking. So I'm probably not going the right way. I just went away.
Yeah, and also if someone doesn't go and get her and bring her back, she will more than likely find herself in more trouble. So.
Well, it's not like we can leave your side, so we should all go, maybe?
I mean, I personally am a fan of maybe letting the consequences hit her a second time since she didn't seem to get it the first time. If
Elias.
you would prefer we go and collect her,
Elias.
we can go and do so.
Elias, my dear.
Stop, please. We get it. This is
You're-
not the time.
No. See, that's the thing. I understand that you get it.
It's just not the time. Let's deal with it later. Let's go get Ren.
Honey, Ren. Can you come back?
No. And I cast invisibility on myself.
Alright, well, I'm not chasing after her. If she wants to be invisible, let her get her ass kicked again.
Elias, come on,
No,
let's go.
if she wants to act this way, let her act this way. Why am I going
And
to
yes,
fight to get her to behave
not-
for herself?
We're not fighting to behave ourselves. What we are doing is we are going to make sure that we all stick together because we are all one big happy family, and that's what we're gonna do. So, all of us, let's go. Let's go find our invisible friend. Please.
If she wants that badly to go off on her own,
Elias,
I don't see why
we
we don't
were
let her.
given strict instructions by you repeatedly for days to not leave your side outside
Yes.
of how many feet was it? 30?
60.
60. Okay. Is she outside of that range?
Yes,
That is
and she's a
Then
grown
we
up
should
who
go
made that
get
choice
her.
on her own.
Then we should go get here because you're the one that wants us to make sure that we're all safe. Are you saying you don't care about her now at all?
No, what I'm saying is that if she can't follow instructions, I'm not going to pick her up and put her in a timeout box until she decides to.
No one is
That's
asking
not
you
what
to
the
do
question
that.
I asked, did you or did you not say that we need to stay together?
I think you're missing the point of what I'm
And
trying
I think
to
you're
say.
missing the
and
point
so,
of a yes or no answer.
no, say that's the point. The yes or no doesn't communicate to you what I'm trying to communicate, and so this is going nowhere.
Does
Okay, then
anybody
her death
else
is on
have
you.
free reign? Does anybody
No,
else
no,
have
it's not.
free
It's
reign
on
to
her.
walk
She's
around?
an adult.
No one is. Who else is able to walk around as they please?
I am.
No,
Mel,
I think it's just Wolfheart, actually, isn't it?
I
Or do
am.
have that backwards?
Mel is too.
Mel, could you?
For
I
at
would
least
go
a
with
short
you.
time.
Oh wait, yes,
Until
no, but
I
that, I
leave.
think what
Yeah,
it was
I am.
is that she can walk around on her own, but she can only walk around on her own. She can't be escorting people.
Correct.
Wolfheart can.
Correct.
Yeah, so see, I'm really confused because you say, "Oh, someone should go get her," but we can't. They can't leave your bubble, and I'm not a guard or like a person who has power. So how are we supposed to have gotten her when you refuse to move?
That's exactly
Like,
what I was trying to say.
yeah.
No. Well, again,
So I'm gonna
as
go
I
and try and
say-
find her because I give a shit.
Okay, well, I say I don't know if you want me to actually explain this to you again because I definitely can. But and also
Respectfully, no.
well,
respectfully,
I don't know why the
no,
question was asked.
Wolfheart, could you go in her direction and try to find her? Please. I'm not saying this to order you around or anything. Not at all. Just, we are getting nowhere here. And we just need somebody to go. And I would do it, but I also don't want to get got. Because I've seen what happens when you get got.
Elias, can you give me the loose way to get where I need to go after this?
I mean, if you're wanting to look for her at the, I mean, I don't. Well, actually, let me start that answer over.
I mean the place where your sister's people might be.
Oh, well, if you can get yourself to a tram station, all you have to do is tell the person at the desk where you want to go, and they'll send you there.
Alright. I guess I'll go after Red then. At least in the vague direction.
Thank you,
I'm
Wolfheart.
Go and speak with my mother and make sure that the consequences, whatever there are for whatever it is that happened between them, ended when Ren left that room.
Yeah, fair.
Should we go in with you, or are we good
I
to
mean,
stay
we
out
have
here?
to by his rules.
Yeah, that's
Okay, no.
yeah.
So wait, well, this is what I was gonna say out of character before.
Okay.
But no. So as I say again, I don't know if maybe this wasn't explained well by me earlier. So if not, I apologize. Wolfheart, at this point, at this stage, without having the acclaim that Elias does, has the right that Elias would to travel throughout the city as he pleases with a posse. So if you don't want to go with Elias to speak to his mother, you can go with Wolfheart, and there will be no consequences for traveling with Wolfheart in the same way there would be no consequences for traveling with Elias.
Good to know.
And I'm joining Wolfheart because I'm not.
With Orko starts walking towards Wolfheart.
So yeah, I wanted to communicate that before, but I started on the wrong point, and so we got distracted away from it.
I mean,
I appreciate the clarification.
I mean, couldn't they also just stay outside the chamber?
If they wanted to, yeah, but I'm assuming they want to go with you to look for Ren.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, alternatively, if you would like to choose to either join me and go in the room or hang out outside here, say like if you wanted to hang out outside here, then being outside here, people having the knowledge that you are obviously waiting for Elias to come back, you would have no trouble in just staying here and waiting for him to come back. I just don't think that that's the choice that anyone's going to make.
Okay, so who all went with Wolfheart?
I'm going with Wolfheart because I know for a fact if I would have been waiting for Elias, I would have come in with him. And I should say, my character is extremely angry and to the point that where he would have said something and probably would not be coming back out with you. So he is going after Ren.
Yeah, she did that to Ren. Imagine what she would do to Cantor.
Not before I give her a piece of my mind.
So much food.
All right, so Orca's also going with Ren. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I'm with Wolfheart.
Okay. We got 3.
I mean, that's splits at 4-4.
Fair enough. All right.
Wait, is Hain Trig not going to go find?
I guess that's up to Mike.
Well, when you look over at Trig to see where he and Hain would be going, you can see that it's just Trig standing there with Hain's hat and jacket over his gun, propped up like a little mannequin.
Where the fuck did he go?
Because of course he already left.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could see that coming, but how can he make it? Like, he doesn't have the thing, does he?
No,
Wait,
he
no,
doesn't.
He went with Wolfheart. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, well, why did he leave? But if he went with Wolfheart, why did he leave the coat
Oh, no.
and the hat?
Maybe he wanted to make sure no blood got on his things. I don't know.
Because I don't think
No,
he
I
went
think
with
he
Wolfhard.
might
I
be
think
up to
he's already
something
further
else.
up.
He left
Yeah,
when she
I
did.
think he might be marching to the beat of his own drum, but we're gonna have to worry about that later.
All right, we are separating.
Well, if Hain's already gone, I guess I'll just stay with Elias so it's split evenly.
All right.
I would at least, I guess, send the mental message to Trig, like, you don't have to stay here. You don't owe me anything. If you want to go with them, feel free.
Nah.
Trig just shrugs because he can't respond.
Oh, yeah, true.
Well, I figure his response would either be shrug and doesn't walk away, or shrug and he walks away. So
He shrugs and does not walk away.
remind me to make you a new gun, if you want me to. That is. I've been told not to touch the current gun. I believe that was the case.
Just stare.
Not going to touch the gun. Got it. Alright, I'm gonna go inside. You two. I trust that you'll make good decisions. And then he walks inside.
Jesus.
Okay. So, well, we'll do Elias first. Elias, you walk back
Yeah,
into the throne
probably for the best.
As you go in and the throne room doors close behind you, all the people in here that where you had seen on the ground quickly stand up, dust themselves off, and exit the side doors as your mother comes back into the room.
So, like to formally apologize for my associates' lack of decorum or ability to conduct herself in a polite, professional manner. I don't know where she got the idea that speaking to you in that way was a good idea. I very specifically instructed her to do the exact opposite. Do I need to keep a tighter leash on my associates as we make our stay here? Is there anything that I should be aware of?
Are you concerned about your associates?
I'm concerned that their recklessness is going to create problems.
That wasn't what I asked you.
I'm concerned about some of them.
But not her.
She makes poor choices on a regular basis and then kind of likes to point fingers in every direction but her own as to why those consequences came about.
Yes, some people deflect as a form of trauma.
I'm not one who has much understanding in the ways of the mind. It's never been my strong suit.
Is that why you feel you don't connect with them?
I think it's a number of things.
I can feel your grasp on your leash to them from here.
I mean, you know me. I'm a bit of a control freak. I can admit that. But I feel as though sometimes the challenges that are made to my attempts at control are made specifically because of the fact that I'm the one attempting to make them, which can be frustrating. But again, I feel like that might be more of a personality thing than anything else.
Do you consider yourself the leader of this group?
Not in the slightest.
So then why do you command them like you are?
I would not say that I give commands necessarily, at least not outside of here. And the commands I've given here are more so to be strict adherence to the rules that we follow and to avoid whatever it is that happened to her.
Well, my general way of thinking, at least for the most recent past now, and I say this lightly, any friend of yours is a temporary friend of mine.
Can I ask why you had her beaten up?
I didn't.
What happened?
We had a nice, lovely conversation. And then I headbutted her.
Oh. Did it feel good?
I think I broke her nose.
Yeah, I bet that felt good.
But
Eh,
she stood in here, and she defended you as a character. She was very kind and respectful outside of the presence of everybody else.
well, I wish she could be a little bit more like that in the presence of everybody else.
Well, maybe that's the problem, Maroon.
Well, she doesn't know how to be like that unless nobody else is around.
I don't think she likes being told what to do.
I
She's
think
been
that
the subject of the Fey Court for her entire life.
I think that that's perfectly understandable. I think when someone says to you, doing this is in your best interest to avoid negative consequences, and then you take that as you're telling me what to do, so I'm going to do the opposite, I don't necessarily see those two things as the same.
Neither do I, but maybe she does.
I can't.
Perhaps having a conversation with her that isn't full of yelling would be for the best.
Could you hold on 1 second? Could I bring somebody in here really quick?
Sure.
Elias runs to the door and grabs Mel.
Oh, hi.
Okay, so I need you to come in here really quick if you don't mind, because there is a form of communication that needs to happen that I am not at present capable of brokering.
And I'm confused. Okay.
There is a thing that both myself and my mother think would be helpful for someone to communicate to our dear friend Ren, and I think I'm the last person on the planet to do so. I think you would fare much better.
Mm-hmm. She just like tiredly blinks at him. She's like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. For levels of exhaustion, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over all of the food.
Yeah, I still have 3 levels of exhaustion. We haven't slept yet.
You're like coherent. You've been having conversation.
Girlie's literally
Yeah.
half dead.
I'm
But
not
then
saying
we
you have to
stopped-
do it right now. It's like,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
then we stopped doing things, and you just said we had to have a conversation and stop there. So she's just tiredly slow blinking at you, waiting for you to continue your thought.
Well, no, that's like that was him explaining to you, essentially, as you're like my vision of how this happens is I get you, I'm explaining these things to you as we walk up, and then as my explanation ends, we are now basking in the presence of my mother, who will then explain to you in fewer words than I will what it is that we think needs to be communicated to Ren.
She just stares at him a second more and just, what conversation does Ren need have?
Mother, if you would kind of want to fill her in here.
Oh, you got her to pass off the responsibility to.
I'm the
Not so
likable
much pass
one.
off the responsibility to, it's that I think that certain messages are more or less better received from certain people than they are from others. So I, again, don't have a whole lot of emotional intelligence, but the emotional intelligence I do have says to me that she might be more receptive to this message coming from a person who she has a generally positive attitude towards than someone who she doesn't.
And do you feel that she doesn't have a positive attitude toward you because of your emotional immaturity?
I think there's several reasons why her and I don't like one another.
I feel like this is a good bonding point for the two of you.
You've
Mel
never
just
known me to be a
slowly
person to
points at
argue with you,
herself,
so
'cause she's still
if
a little
that's
bit
what
lost
you would
in the
like,
sauce.
then that's what I will do.
I think it would be good for the two of you to have a conversation in complete neutrality. Sit down and just talk. No arguments. No blame. Just talk about the weather. Talk about your childhood friends. Talk about your family. Anything where you're not pointing fingers at each other or telling the other one that they're unstable, unfit to follow directions, or anything of the sort.
Oh, I didn't feed you, baby. I'm sorry.
Because I've spoken with her directly, and I can tell you, she has emotional maturity. She doesn't have the wherewithal to not get into trouble, but she needs people there that will have her back when she does. As I remember that you used to with your sister and her fierce temper when you were kids.
Yeah. I just,
Now that's the Maroon that should be talking to her. Not whatever bottled up, emotionless figure standing before me pointing all the blame at her.
I don't feel as though I'm pointing all the blame at her. I think I've been fairly good at accepting responsibility for the portions of our disagreements that we've had. I think that's a little bit of an uncharitable take.
And I'm simply stating that I think you should have a little bit more care for her safety. Especially here. Right now, she's under my protection. Temporarily. But she doesn't know it.
I don't disagree with you. I
I would
could
hope
definitely have more care and concern for her well-being. I just wish that I didn't have to display more care and concern for her well-being than she seems to, because that seems to be what's being asked of me. Is that she can throw herself headlong into danger, and then I should just we, as a collective, not just me, but all of us, should be expected to just grab her by the ankles and pull her out of the mud every single time.
You absolutely should. That is your duty as a friend.
Isn't it her duty as a friend to sometimes think before she dives headfirst into danger, putting the rest of us at risk?
Yes, and it is something she should work on. However, if you can't take the first steps toward bettering your attitude toward the situation, how would you expect her to do the same?
My expectation would be that she would take the first step forward because my attitude towards her is detrimental to my relationship with her. Her attitude towards actions that she takes in general are detrimental to the entirety of our party, and everyone else just seems to swallow that and say, well, that's just Ren. I guess we're going into the fire again. And if that's what being a friend is, maybe I don't have a good appreciation for that, and maybe that's something that I need to be considering. And I say that with zero sarcasm. I say that fully, and genuinely meaning that that could be the case. But I would just, I would love a little bit of restraint in exchange for the care that I'm being asked to give. If that can be facilitated, then I think that we will be doing just fine. And you know what? If her and I can have a conversation and we can come to that understanding, then I agree with you. I think we will be better off for it. But in this moment, at least, am not feeling super confident about the feasibility of that. Nevertheless, I will engage in this endeavor because I agree with you on most of what you've said. And I do think that in some way, shape, or form, something needs to change. Because otherwise, one of us is going to end up biting the other.
I agree. One of you has to take the first steps. Why can't it be you?
I mean, I feel like that's just what I got done explaining. But
Exactly. I understand where you're coming from. I understand that her emotions are tempestuous, unhinged, and reckless.
Actually, I think I have just kind of, in an epiphany moment, really kind of come to what I think my true issue with all of this is, which is that I state my concerns, and then I will hear people say to me, your concerns are valid and understandable, but it's Ren. And I think that's the part that frustrates me. And again, I'm not saying that I need to be talked out of that. You know, maybe that's again just a self-understanding journey that I need to go on. But it is a point of frustration for me, but I don't see it as being as something that I can't overcome.
Well, and maybe that also falls on the responsibility of your friends, including the wonderful Mel here as well, to
Hi.
maybe help with getting the recklessness from Ren under control.
I think a lot of it's a fear of dying without having done anything in her life, but then also the fact that she has so much going on at the same time because that bitch fucked up with 2 gods.
That bitch.
I can imagine how much that would weigh on somebody's soul.
Yes.
And when somebody is bearing that much, it should be expected that the people that are closest to them help bear the same weight.
I also think this is the first time that she's been out of the Feywild. I don't know if it's true, but it feels like it sometimes.
I don't think she's ever truly left the Feywild.
Oh, you're so right.
Mel having epiphanies during this conversation. Oh.
Nobody that has spent more than 5 years on this plane would speak to me the way that she spoke to me. Only somebody so corrupted by the dark essence of the Feywild would have that much balls to speak to me that way.
Then, honestly, I mean, not exactly verbatim the thought I had when she did what she did, but it's it rhymes, so we'll go with that.
Maybe you should all sit for a good conversation. Sit around a fire. Pass around the alcohol. I'll provide it. Tell stories. Talk to each other about what your life has been so far and what you expect in the future. Don't bring up the conversations that you need to have about what's happening now, because that's where the emotions get the best of you. Talk about your past. Talk about what goals you had as a kid and how they've changed as an adult. And some of you being barely out of your kid years. She's looking at Mel.
Yeah,
Looking at Mel like you are a fetus.
I am.
Especially those who have been around for hundreds of years. Because even those of us that have been around for timeless centuries can still learn from people that have been around for less than a couple of decades. Maybe not in terms of knowledge of what has happened, but more so on how best to interact with other people. Socializing has changed. It changes every so often. Every 50 years or so, expectations shift. The expectations of my court remain the same through everything, because it's what I'm used to and what I prefer. Do you both understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Good. Thank you for listening. Now leave.
Yes, ma'am.
Mel
Let's
just
go, Mel.
pauses for a second, just that's a really nice portrait. My grandma would love to have the recommendations from the artist if she could, please. It just points the closest one to her left.
You can take that.
Oh, thank you.
I have 48 more.
Nice.
Always important to have backups. Well, I think then, so Elias would take Mel back outside. We would collect Trig. Then Elias would speak to some of the available, guard, and just inform them, hey, we're going to the castle to make preparations for some family bonding time this evening. And I would like them to go and collect my friends and inform them that the expectation is that they will return to the castle before evening has passed. They aren't expected to immediately return should they have complications that ensue before they make it back, but.
After Elias and Mal leave the throne room, Hayden comes out of the room that he was talking to the queen in, and he just says to her, "Thank you so much. That's gonna make things a lot easier now."
I hated every minute of that.
He really needed to talk for Mom. It's been a problem.
Oh my god.
Are
Glad I
you
can
telling me that I just had a conversation with my mother and Cain possessed her?
No.
No, well, we didn't notice Hayden walked in to be like, hey, can you talk to your son?
I was saying is because if so, like if I ever find that out, that is going to completely contextualize this conversation in a very bad way.
Yes.
But no, he's like he was planning on having a conversation with her anyway, so I guess that's fine. But whatever.
Anyway, it was good catching up with you. I should probably catch back up with them.
Always.
So, okay, wait. Now I'm confused. So. No, it's because I did. This is Joshua trying to put pieces together. Was I actually talking to my mother, or was
Yes.
he having a conversation with her at the same time? Well, how are they? So, like, did the conversation happen
the side
beforehand?
room that
I'm so
she
confused.
No, so after
Slow
we
down,
leave
Joshua.
the room, okay? After we leave the room, Mike walks out from the side room where
Yep,
his mom
Mike.
was.
Okay, so
I'm
they
sorry,
were
I'm
not
sorry. Go
actively.
ahead.
Okay, no, yeah, I too literally reading of that. Okay. I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I think I just got inception. I don't know what's going on.
He was in there having a conversation, and when you came back in, your mother came back out, and he was waiting in there for you to leave.
I got it now. I was just like, how many of my mother are there?
As many as are necessary.
How many is going to terrify
that
you?
is the exact answer, actually.
How many mothers does it take to set an Elias straight?
You know, maybe if he meets Bren's mom and suddenly, oh, that makes sense.
So, I mean,
oh, damn.
wait, so does the interaction that happens between the two of them, does like Hayne come out and talk to her like in the main room, or like I'm just like, I guess my question is, do me and Mel see him come out, or does he come out
No,
of the
because
room
he comes out of the
you
room
leave.
after we leave.
Yeah.
No, but I'm asking, like, are you going to now like walk out of the throne room behind us and be like, oh, where'd you come from?
I assume
Not
he'll wait and
immediately.
yeah, he'll go a circuitous route and meet up with you guys later.
Yeah, Josh, if the queen doesn't have anything else for me, then I'll just go catch up with everybody and then just not make it obvious that I've rejoined the group.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good. She doesn't have anything else, so.
Perfect.
Actually, you would, while you're there still, she would call for one of the people to come in and bring an extra painting.
Bring one of the backups.
I also
The space on the wall is bothering me.
that whole like painting thing was also like I like laughed out loud because I'm pretty sure Mel was just asking for like the artist recommendation,
yeah.
and then she just straight
Absolutely.
up gives you the painting. It's like, wait,
I mean, it's a lot easier to
Okay.
find the artist if you have a copy of sample work, I guess.
I guess.
So my question is did Ratsu paint that?
That's really funny if that's the case.
So I'm giving
Oh,
you
that's
free
really
reign to say
great.
yes.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. Oh god. Would the painting be of Red then?
I'm assuming that's the one she asked for, or that she was asking
I
about.
pointed
rather.
to a one. Just one of them. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, in either case, Mel, you swear this thing's eyes are watching you?
Yeah, Mel just kind
No.
of looks at her for a second. He's just like,
Back.
maybe don't give Grandma the name of this artist.
I feel like if anyone in this group would appreciate having a painting that stared at them, that would. Well,
Huh?
Mel, yes, not grandma.
no, that's what I'm saying though.
Okay.
I heard parenting. and not
Yeah, but
painting.
also, like, if grandmother gets the artist who did the painting, then she's going to send everyone a painting of her, and it's gonna always feel like she's watching them, and that's where she's just
I'll be impressed if that painter is still alive.
Man, then I really want. But I want Elias to tell her the name of the painter.
That's a little draconian.
That's Matrix
Anyways.
energy right there.
Anyways.
I don't know. I don't assume people's life status.
Yeah, no, fair.
Alright, so Ren, as you are ahead of everyone, where are you going?
Away.
I'm going to go look for a clothing store since my clothes are now bloody and ripped. And I
Yeah,
don't know
fair.
what.
Help, I need clothes. Who the fuck said that? There's no one else in here.
Door opens, bell rings. Who the fuck? It's just nothing.
Goddamn teenagers.
Why is there a floating bloodstain? Oh fuck! Did I miss one?
Yeah, anyway.
Alright, the rest of you. In pursuit, I guess, of Ren. Just go ahead. I guess this is more. Ren, are you trying to be sneaky to get away, or are you just turning invisible as to not be seen to then just walk?
I'm doing it also to just not be seen by just, in general, anybody.
In general.
She's like, my appearance is unbecoming. I cannot be seen in public looking like this. So
Yeah, fair.
she's doing, so she's not actively like being like hoo and like, you know, taking
Hi.
weird routes and stuff like that. But
She just doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, then I would say everybody.
Doing my
That
best
is-
to not trip and fall and like on a pebble because
I guess just take her passive stealth.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess +5 because she would technically have advantage on it. Because she's invisible.
That's the plan. So, Ren,
Okay.
what is your stealth modifier?
plus twee.
Okay, so 18.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody in pursuit can make survival checks.
Oh my god.
This is when
We're a
we find
real
out Orca
survivalist
is
based
survival
group.
queen.
Come on, Orca.
Orca!
I love how she's just not Orca is the only one who rolls.
Alright.
Oh shit!
So
I
the-
rolled twice. My bad.
Yeah,
That's
Your first
fine.
one was the...
Yeah. We're
Anybody
sticking
know
with
what's on
first
the
one.
sides of a 13, just in case there's anything good? I have to ask. I'm not thinking about it.
No, yeah, I forgot about that ability.
It'd be the side of a 12.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, on the side of a 12.
10, 15, and 2.
Well, then, yeah, it's not worth it.
Not really.
Alright, Orca, you're able to follow the small spattering of blood.
Oh god.
And eventually it takes you to a clothes shop.
Well, that's unsurprising.
I don't know why I didn't roll.
Orca goes into the clothing shop, and she doesn't even look to follow the blood. She just immediately waits by the dressing rooms.
You just hear like rustling. It's like, I said stone. This is clearly greige.
Oh
Jesus
my god.
Christ!
I love Grange.
Is it gray beige? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The most boring color.
A piece of clothing comes like flying out. Then there's like a pair of shoes, and then just stuff just flying out the
You want to talk about what happened, Ren?
Ooh. Too direct.
She like pokes her head out. She's not bloody anymore. She's managed to like prestidigitate all the blood away, but her eyes are still. She definitely still was rocking 2 huge shiners, and her nose definitely. It's like straighter, but not quite there yet. Probably
No, it's still fucked. Yeah.
because she got wigged out trying to like put it back into position, and then was like, "I'll get someone else to do it later. I can't." The crunching
Listen,
sound was grossing her out.
I'm just
Oh, yeah.
so proud that you got this far with it on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And so she's still super congested, and it's just her head that pokes out, and she's like, "Oh my god, Orca, how'd you find me?"
Yeah, subtlety's not my strongest suit. You still look beautiful, though.
I said, "How did you find me?" And can you not understand
Oh.
me?
Oh. I followed the blood.
Oh, I thought I got rid of it all. Whoops.
It was dripping.
Oh, gross.
But again, you still look beautiful.
Thanks. Can you fix my nose after? It hurts. Also, I don't want it to heal crooked.
Sure.
Not right now, though. I'm busy trying to find the right pair of boots. Surprisingly difficult in this town. She like shuts the curtain again.
Excuse me, miss, you've been in there for 20 minutes. Have you found anything that fits?
Everything fits except for the boots, good sir. Do you have these in a better shape? What is this shape? They're like not quite triangles at the point, and the heels are like circles. Like why?
Oh, I'm sorry. Those are not meant for your
People.
race. Let me get you some that were meant for elves.
Thank you.
Are you a half-elf, by
No.
chance? Okay, I will skip the hooved boots.
Thank you. Do I look like I have hooves? And she like a foot comes out of the dressing room. Do these
Put
look
your foot
hooven to
away.
you?
Put
He
your
needs
foot
to see
away.
He needs to see my. It's
No, he doesn't!
And
This is helpful, thank you.
yeah.
I
He
was-
does. See.
I was just gonna say, as she kicks her foot out of the room, she kicks Cantor in the face.
I'm like, oh my god, Cantor, no! Cantor, I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I'm made of fluff. It's fine.
My bad. No, Orca, it's like, what are you afraid
you.
that he's gonna, like, see my tantalizing ankles?
I
It was
mean,
a program. Alright? I need shoes, and he needs to see my feet for that. Don't make it weird, Orca. Alright? Or I'm gonna write it in your book.
I've brought you
enough
several
again
pairs.
with
Try
this
these on.
stupid book you
Thank
keep
you.
talking about.
And I grab the boots and close them, go back in, put them on. I'm like, there, see, this shape actually makes sense. Thank you, sir.
Why did I have to be the one to be here for this?
Oh my god, Wolfheart, are you here too?
Honey, can I adjust your nose?
I'm almost done. Hang on.
Yeah,
Not an appealing sound, is it?
that also might want to be done when she's not letting her nose close, considering resetting her nose could cause it to bleed again.
It's fine. Prestidigitation.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're brand new. No, Wolfheart gets it. They're brand new. And you hear rustling again.
Oh my
and I
god.
like reach out and I grab Orca and I pull her into the
Oh
dressing
my
room.
god!
Oh my. You just hear oof.
Ren's wearing basically nothing up top. It's like, okay, Orca, go.
Orca kind of like blushes at first and then she just
This
turns
is-
around.
Orca, you can't fix my nose if you're not looking at it. Turn around. You have them too.
Oh, you want me to fix your nose? Oh.
Yes! What did you think I was? Orca, your book is
don't
taking
know.
a very strange turn. Can you just fix my nose?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna try
You've never
my
done
best.
this. Orca, this is
I-
my nose.
I mean, I can reset it. You can just heal it, so it should be back to mostly normal.
Okay, I stick my head out of the dressing room. I'm like, just don't tell me when, Wolfheart. Just do it. Just do it.
I'd help, but it would definitely remain crooked.
Unfortunately, I don't think Cantor could. The only way Cantor could do that is if he was casting like Eldritch Blast. And that's going to do more harm than good.
I have a spell for this.
Oh,
Oh, fair.
What, mending?
No, flawed
flawed
reconstruction.
reconstruction.
Oh.
It would literally leave a scar.
Yeah.
oh my
So-
god.
The one
amazing.
time that Mel isn't there,
Yeah.
actually probably would have been really good for her to be there.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean
Yeah.
that checks out. Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna. It's not gonna feel good by any stretch
Yeah.
of the imagination. Just one hand on her shoulder to keep her in place because I know she's gonna move.
Orca's just trying to hold her from like the other side, just to hold her
Yeah,
still.
Orca's on the other side of the corner. Yeah. Ren's just like, like breathe.
It's like as she's like halfway through hyperventilating cycle.
Yeah. And then it's just like a, oh my god, ow, what the fuck, Wolfheart? It's just like, I can move it a little bit. Oh,
You-
ow, don't sniffle. Orca, fix it, hurry.
Oh, lay on hands.
Yeah, there you go.
Just touches it.
Just how much? Because I have, 1 hit point, so I kind of need to know how much you're giving me.
Just full send.
Yeah, 25.
Send it.
But you're definitely gonna
Woo!
rest, so send everything you got left.
Yeah.
No longer gonna die to a pebble.
That depends on how
God,
hard
you-
the pebble is thrown.
Forgot you've only been under one. I forgot
Wait,
you've
hold
only
on.
had like 1 percentage
Yeah.
this entire time.
Yeah, so
Well,
that one.
Also,
I mean,
didn't
you would've-
Orca
For the
use
past 10
lay
minutes.
on hands on Mel earlier? So I don't think she'd have the full 25.
No, it would be 20.
20. Yeah,
I was about to
20.
say I think
Right.
she used at least 5 on her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
yeah.
All right.
I take
Right.
5 away.
20.
get marked, but that's fine.
Now you have 0.
20.
Oh my god, air. Wow. And she like looks in the mirror. It's like, oh, good job, Wolfheart. I think it might look better. All right, now
Okay,
Orca, get out of
I-
here. I need to change.
I don't know what to do with this information, but alright.
Or Orca's just like shoved out and she's just sitting there like, I got dragged in.
I'm just messing with her. Ren literally couldn't care less. She just
Okay,
likes
fine,
watching
so
Orca
she's-
freak out. She's
Orca
mostly just saying
rem-
it to see Orca blush.
Orca spins around and she just like immediately like sticks her foot out like I can leave.
Yeah. Go. Unless you want to look, but
When Orca
Why do
kicks
you
her
have
foot
to make
out,
it
no, I'm just
weird?
kidding.
I keep getting dressed.
Why do you have to make it weird? And then she just stomps out.
You're not friends if you don't make it weird.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I think that entire instance was really probably the only time she's ever been like disrobed with someone since the woman at the brothel.
Yeah.
God, you're right.
Yeah. Right, maybe we don't crowd around while she's doing this. We'll wait outside.
You hear her like cursing at like you can hear her like at string because she's like tying her boots. Stupid. Like I didn't learn these knots.
just gonna take Orca and go take Orca and I assume Cantor will follow. But
Oh, yeah.
it's up to him. Yeah.
You hear something fall over. It's Ren as she was hopping around on one foot trying to get her boot on.
Get the fuck on shit!
You know what? This is
Maybe
actually
learn to tie
probably
their
easier
first
from the ground.
shoes.
She's like laying on the ground, pulling the boot on. It's easier that way. Aha! I win. Gets it tied.
Something modern problems, something modern solutions.
Yeah. Why
Something
hasn't anyone
something
invented zippers yet?
dark side. They have. It's just zippers get sand stuck in them very easily.
They do.
That's true.
They do.
Not very good for a sandy environment.
No.
She'll walk out, and dump all the. You notice like there is a mountain of clothing in the like did not take section of stuff that like she tried on that was either the wrong size, she didn't like it, and it's just like she puts the rest of her stuff there as well. The last of the things. Sort of dusts her hands off. How much do
A
I owe you?
substantial amount of those things are light blue, not because that's the color that Ren would have necessarily picked, just because that's
It's the only option available.
How much are you buying? Just one set?
She'll probably get 2, just in case.
Just in case this happens again.
Not so much in case this happens again, but we're in the
Or-
desert, and what if something,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. What if the sand lions,
Yeah, she
then
gets one that's like a skirt option and one that's a pants option, for some variety.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
And you would owe 4 gold.
Nice. She buys fancy clothes.
I mean, yeah.
I definitely just took off 84 gold. I mean,
$80 tip for inconvenience.
I do, after seeing the disaster she left behind, though, she does leave an extra for the gentleman.
How generous.
And she puts her shiny new pin, her shiny new medal that she got, is also attached.
Your shiny balls.
Yes, my
Yep.
shiny balls are attached to my chest.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And when she walks out to the rest of the group, you do notice that she has a medal that is quite literally a pair of balls.
That is fucking hilarious.
I feel much better.
I'm glad.
Sure. And also much less sandy. I think you can only prestidigitate so much sand before some of it just is stuck.
Yeah. Maybe.
So where to?
Great question. We don't know.
We should go back to where we're gonna sleep, probably.
Where are we sleeping? Did we figure that out?
Well,
Elias's
I
house?
think that was the suggestion, yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was under impression of.
It's at this point that a messenger comes in to the door and goes, "Oh, I've been looking for you."
Who's
Oh,
he
you're very-
looking at? All of us?
All of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just kind of
Right.
in general.
Yeah. You were being summoned back to the general quarters back in the throne area for a dinner, and what I was informed would be what's the best way to put this? Good conversation.
Ew.
A chill hang.
Jesus. My mom said you guys could come over.
We're gonna roast marshmallows over the stove.
Nobody sees it, but Cantor kind of clenches his fists a little bit.
Like the
Like
Arthur
Arthur.
meme.
Yeah, he says that the first thing that comes to my mind is the fucking Arthur meme.
Exactly, just like, oh.
Was it for right now or like?
Later this evening.
Oh, okay. Do you happen to know where the
A
rest of our
specific
group went?
time was not given.
Do you know where the rest of us went? The rest of us that you were probably looking for?
They will be there.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but do you know where they went?
Yes.
the last I saw of them, they were still at the throne room. I don't know whether it's
That's correct.
Oh, okay. I guess back to the throne room then.
I mean,
Yeah.
we don't necessarily have to go back immediately if you don't want to.
Oh, well, I thought that's where they were.
They are.
I'm confused. Okay, so let's go.
So, just to clarify, I know Elias isn't there. The instructions that were given to the messenger was to tell you guys, hey, you're expected back at the castle by this evening. That's it.
Ah.
If you want to hang out and do other things, feel free to do so. If you don't want to wait until this evening, you are not being forced to. So you can come back whenever, you just don't have to come back right this second.
Okay, so we don't have to go back, but we should probably go sleep at sometime soon. At least go
Mel,
rest.
Mel should definitely sleep. What time is it by now? God.
It's a great question. It's hard to say since you're underground.
It's approximately time o'clock. Thanks, man.
I asked
It is in fact 10 o'clock.
I asked the shop owner. I feel like he'd probably know maybe what time it is.
If it matters, then maybe.
Maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but maybe they've got a system down here.
Well,
We
we've got
do essentially
approximately
have
about 4 hours till close.
Sure.
Okay, so not quite sleep time yet.
Ow!
But plenty of time for a short rest, at least.
I would like a rest.
So what I'm hearing is afternoon drinks.
Sure.
Wonderful. Ren starts walking, looking for somewhere to get drinks.
Orca is skipping next to her, very excited.
I have hooked my arm with Orca. We are skipping together.
Oh my
The
goodness.
dynamic
the
duo
pair.
back at it again.
Headed to a bar.
Wait, what about Cantor?
I said
He's-
poor Wolfhard and Cantor.
Okay.
There were so many words in that sigh.
And they were all in German.
Yeah. And italics.
Joke on you, it was only one word.
It's
No,
fine.
no.
I was just gonna say it's fine. I'm down here with the subtitles.
Look, it's just that German is a very efficient language.
Mm.
You use a whole sentence, we use one word. Fuck you.
I like to imagine that sometimes when the subtitles appear, they knock Cantor over, or he has to like dodge them.
Don't know how many
Specifically-
concussions have been caused by those.
It's specifically like Haynes subtitles that appear when he's like headless.
All right. Well, we should probably. I mean, they'll probably be fine.
I mean, we
The longer
should
you
still
wait,
all
the
stick
farther we
together,
get.
So,
Away.
'cause technically,
Yeah.
we don't know.
You're right. Alright. Yeah, just follow behind.
Okay, so you guys are going drinking.
Yeah.
Day drinking.
Okay. The rest of you. Hayne, which group are you reconvening with?
He would have reconvened with Elias's group because Trig has his hat in the jacket.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay.
It's just kind of like a blink and you miss it thing. He's just suddenly there, and you don't know how long he's been there.
It's no longer a mannequin. It's Hayne.
Hayne was the mannequin the whole time.
All right, so we'll go back to you guys. What would you like to do now that you have sent the message off? to your compatriots and are now just waiting for the rest of the day.
I thought we were going someplace. I don't remember.
We were supposed to look for Helias' sister.
You aren't part of this conversation right now.
Oh,
I thought Elias was leading us like to where the family dinner was going to take place. Was I wrong?
I don't think a set plan was established for you guys.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Because it was Wolfheart wanted to go do a thing, but then Ren stormed off, so Wolfheart had to go after that, and then you guys resolved the thing in the throne room, and then you are here now. Outside of the
just
throne.
really wants a fucking nap.
I mean, probably then, yeah. It would probably make sense for Elias to go make sure our thing is set up, but I don't speak for Joshua.
Yeah, I don't know if he's here.
I don't think he is. So, I mean, I think we can speak for Joshua, and yeah. Mel, go take a nap.
Okay.
It's literally going to be like he points us to where we're going to do the hangout. I find a fucking couch. Like, I am still slightly sandy, slightly fucking bloody and sore. Like,
No,
I
you're
just
not.
lay. Well,
No sand, no blood on anyone.
well, it's like you said. There comes a point when prestidigitation does not do anything with the sand.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but it's not like you're like leaking.
Right,
sand.
it's not like I'm like, yeah, Codia, but it's still just like she has not even cleaned up. She's just like lays down.
Mel knows the threat is there. It is not important.
That's a problem for future. No.
That's a problem for Mel, who doesn't feel like she just got ran over by a semi. What's a semi? I don't know, but Mel knows what it feels like to be run over by one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, she was giving so many tasks right now, and she's so tired. Like,
No, brain shut down. No, go EP bye.
yep. Oh, that's a problem. In 4 hours.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, we'll jump back to the other group. All right, party people. You go find a tavern to have joy and
Merriment.
take drinks.
To have
many merriment.
good.
Have good, much fun, such wow.
Mischief. Cue like a scene where everyone's just singing in the bar together.
Wolfheart, stone face, but being swayed by force. Just like, God damn it. How did I get here?
It's like that scene out of Les Miserables.
Yep. That's the one.
All right, and cue party scene.
Yeah, I don't think anything of value is going to accomplish here. I think we
I
can.
was gonna say, unless they had questions, but...
No.
Oh, I'm sure we have questions, but we don't feel it's the right time.
Okay.
I mean, how does Ren seem to be doing?
Totally fine.
Okay.
She's like happy as a clam.
Okay.
Which means she's in denial.
I mean, yes, but again, not the time.
Yeah, no, obviously, but like, Orca like notices this, and she's just like, "Yep, this is what she needs." We'll figure this out later.
Well, before we leave, I have a question for the DM, because I'm sure we're drinking, right?
I'm sure you are.
Okay, so my question is, what would I roll to control myself from not drinking way too much.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
You can determine
that's
the
weird.
DC about whether you succeeded or failed.
That is a very good thing. Especially if we're
This
going
is
to see the
more of
queen
something
later.
you're implementing on yourself, not.
This was
implementing on you.
something I was implementing on myself because he's rather mad that what happened to Ren, and if he knows he's going to be going back to the queen, he was going to try and build up some courage to give her a piece of his mind, but he wanted to resist doing so. So he restricted how much he drank, so where he could actually still control himself.
Sure. So you can determine if you succeeded or failed based on your roll.
Yep, he would hold himself back from drinking too much.
Good deal.
It's also really funny to think about how much Cantor can probably put away before he actually gets drunk, considering he's a plushie. Either that or it's like one drink and he's fucked. I feel like it's one of the two, and I don't know which is funnier.
I like to imagine he can pick and choose if he wants to actually feel the consumption.
Yeah,
of
probably.
alcohol.
I'm sure I can
Probably.
have a glass of beer compared to like a couple shots. I think I'd be fine with one glass of beer, but a couple shots, I'd be good.
Might put you out, yeah.
So yeah, he has one glass.
Alright.
Orca puts away about 3 glasses. And then she thinks it's time to stop for once. And she then just focuses on trying to sober up and keep Ren okay.
Does Cantor look like he's got something on his mind, or is he trying to hold that to himself?
He's completely holding that to himself for now.
Okay.
But you can tell he's not really in any conversation that you guys are having. He's just kind of like staring off.
This feels like the most somber party scene ever.
I know, Ren is just sitting here looking at all of you like, are you guys okay?
Orca's oblivious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Orca's just like, everything is fine, nothing feels weird, we're just having a good time now.
Oh, so not oblivious, just in denial.
Yeah.
We're not talking about me right now. We're talking about Ren.
Who's in what?
I don't know anymore.
Orca, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, just making sure you're good.
She's just like drinking and like side-eyeing Orca like, what is up with this bitch?
Alright. And then, after your day drinking endeavors, I assume you return to the castle.
Yeah.
Already lightly. We pre-gamed the the therapy
Yeah.
session.
Like I'm imagining we're just like skipping on the street, like leaning, just like drunkenly singing on the way to the castle.
Cantor.
Yes?
You seem like something's troubling you.
I'm just a little frustrated about this whole situation.
About which parts in particular?
I mean, yes, all of it, really. It's just annoying.
What is?
Everything earlier with Elias, with saying we should go off and we have to stay with him, and it's just confusing, and it just bugs me, and then the whole thing with Ren and the Queen, just it's not sitting that well with me at all.
I mean, I guess I understand that, but I guess I don't even know what I'm saying, but for that, I get that. It's all a little fucked, I guess.
Yeah, a little about the size of 3 yolks.
I mean, to be fair, for some people that is little.
This is true. But I'll be fine. It's just frustration. And just have to take it as it comes, you know. But it's just
I
getting
understand.
to me, you know?
I understand. I mean, we had our little disagreement on the ship.
Yeah, and I if I didn't say it before, again, I'm sorry for that whole situation. It's just
No,
we were both out of line. Honestly, I should have controlled myself better. I try and be a dad, but you know when I see. Sorry to say this, I don't mean to think of you as my kids, but when I see my family or my friends in situations like that, I tend to want to jump in and help, or just, and I'm not your guys' dad. I feel like I am at times, but I know I'm not, and no matter how much I say it, and you can definitely tell he's definitely got a slight buzz on, which is why he's probably revealing all this right now. But it's just I feel that no matter how many tiffs I have with people and stuff like that, I still find you guys as my family for right now until I can get back to my regular family. But until then, I care about you guys more than you realize, and it just gets frustrating with all the in arguing and disagreements, and I hate it. I really do.
No, I understand. That's how I felt a lot of times with my former companions. I was the leader. I had to break up the arguments, and there were a lot of arguments. And it's not exactly easy to break up two super soldiers from trying to fight one another.
Oh, I bet. Sounds chaotic.
But, at the same time, you never know how much you miss the chaos when you are forced to sit in the quiet.
Believe me, I know. That's why I've taken you guys so much, because now that I'm camping with my daughter, and just I don't mean to say it this way, but I'm using you guys to fill that hole right now, and it just hurts.
Yeah, I guess I can't say I relate in that regard, but I don't know. There's been a lot of times where I worry just because we've faced some things, but I don't know if we've ever really faced a concerted threat, and as we stand now, we are a house made of matchsticks next to a candle factory.
You could say we've fought some crazy shit, but our toughest fight is against ourselves. But it's one we will overcome. because I have faith in you guys. And I don't tell you guys this enough, but I love you guys.
I don't think I'm quite ready to reciprocate that, but I appreciate you saying it, Cantor.
That's fine. It's no worries. It's like I said, it's just frustration building, but it'll be fine.
That I. And then I assume at this point, Orca and Ren are like just out of our visual range, just like, ah, shit.
Crap.
Just basically, yeah, basically just
see us, but
pick
you hear
Cantor up
us.
and just pick Cantor up and just book.
Gotta find them. Oh no.
Yep. Gotta corral the Chaos Children back to
Y'all come back, and Orca has jumped on Ren's back.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not going well.
Yeah, I think that's just right on the floor.
No, I have a 12, okay? It's not going well, but it's going.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was like, but she's in heavy armor. No, she's in medium armor.
Yeah, if it was heavy armor, so
Yeah.
this would not be going, but it's only the grace of medium armor.
Ren looks like the world's most pathetic sumo wrestler right now.
Orca's like trying to hold on, but like her arms are like flapping up and down, trying to get balance.
It's really just the alcohol that's like making me believe.
Yeah. Just Wolfhard is just going to like not fully pick up Orca, but just like lift her off of Ren slightly.
You
Just
hear
so
like
that-
a really heavy like Orca, you're so
Orca's just
dense.
Orca's just gonna look up, see Wolfheart, and just be like, "Hi."
Neither of you drank that. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. We drank plenty. Orca thought she stopped at 3. She didn't.
You know
I
what?
was
That's
filling
also
up I
believable.
was filling up her cups of those 3.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, that
They
third one just
lasted a
kept
really long
going.
time.
Yeah, and never-ending
Or-
cup. Yeah.
Orca meant to had the greatest intentions, and her friend has betrayed her. So whatever
Yes.
happens is not her fault.
All right. Well, maybe we don't ride on Ren's back immediately after she got the life nearly beat out of her.
Okay, Ren, get on my back. Come on, I can do it.
Woo! and I don't even like stop to think that Orga's like being like held by Wolfheart. I jump on Orga. Kanto turns the corner and is like, "What the fuck's happening here?"
No, I was right there with him.
Yeah.
Even
I'm
better.
just worried if you guys all collapse, you're going to collapse on me.
At least you'll bounce back afterwards.
All right. I corral the children to the castle. I feel like the first thing we see as we walk in is Mel just on like the world's comfiest chair. Just...
I think it could be the world's uncomfiest chair, and she would still look that way.
Oh yeah,
that matters.
She actually fell asleep on the floor, and there's a couple staff members that came by with a mattress and just kind of picked her up gently and put her down on top of it.
She thought she laid on a
That's
couch.
the
It was
nicest
just the
thing
floor.
ever.
So the
Couch
answer
so
is like,
comfy, it's a stone
I
bed.
did lay down on the couch at first, but I turned at some point, and it's just a couch, so I just flopped
flop.
off
No.
and just fucking slept through it.
Yep.
Orca like gets herself free And then she just goes and just like stands over Mel. Should we wake her up?
No.
Yeah, probably not. No, she definitely needs rest after everything she's been through today.
Orca then grabs a blanket that is. Would there be a blanket on the couch?
Probably not.
No.
All right. Never mind then.
Yeah, this is like a royal estate kind of thing. I think there's only going to be blankets where the beds are.
You never know. Maybe they wanted to make it homey.
No, you see, fancy places don't have blankets on the couch because that's clutter.
Exactly.
Cantor would take off his cloak and lay it over Mel.
It covers like her arm.
It covers the
It's
upper
the
part of her body.
thought
That's about it.
that
I know,
counts.
but it's just funny to think.
He knows it doesn't do much, but it's the thought that counts. At least
Yeah,
that's what's in his
yeah.
mind.
I see Cantor's intention, and I just go like, okay, and I take off my brand new one.
Listen, Cantor saw a sleeping child and was like, must cover. Fatherly instincts kicking in.
You 100% called that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, you were all there with me, so I don't know what we should be expecting from this, but I guess we should make the best of it. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt just to get a little bit ready. Orca then starts looking for her rooms.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie, I don't remember how this was set up.
I don't think it was ever detailed to us.
Yeah.
Oh, mood.
Yeah.
It was not.
Joshua, welcome back. Hello.
Where the fuck? Were
The fuck?
Are you like asking about like the layout, like just of the castle, or?
So I guess specifically where we would be staying.
Oh well, no. So I said that we would be going back to to Castle Valentine. Say Elias's room. I guess technically that this part I haven't explained, but Elias's room, or his section of the castle rather, is the second floor of the western wing. So, and he would have explained that to you, like when we arrived.
Where were we doing family dinner night? Was it in your wing?
Say, yeah. Say that's where we would.
Okay.
Yeah. And saying when you would arrive, people would like instruct you like this is where you want to go, this is where you'll want to be, this is the time to be there.
Okay.
Da, da, da.
Cool. All right, so everyone does get shown where they are. Mel says, yeah, that's a lot of effort right now, and still sleeps on the couch in the front room. Life goes on.
Yeah.
What time are we doing family dinner, Elias? Because Mel's gonna sleep basically until someone wakes her up.
Yeah.
Let's say 7 o'clock.
Mel wakes up at exactly 7:01.
Fashionably late.
Just because there's sounds.
Yeah.
And then the sounds wake her up, and she just kind of sits up and is just.
What year is it? Who am I?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those naps where you don't know what year, time, date, anything is. Your mouth is dry as hell. Like, exactly.
I'm
you woke,
Jumanji.
You woke up in a different campaign.
Exactly.
She wakes up to a lizard folk staring over her going, what are you? Why are you doing this?
So, you're finally awake.
And then a very disgruntled half orc wondering where all the alcohol is. God damn it! Goddamn lizard man stole the fucking alcohol. Cool.
Orc gets excited for the dinner.
I mean, we would probably have like a couple hours before family dinner, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, how long did you
Yeah.
spend drinking?
I don't
A couple
remember. It was a party montage.
Yeah, Orc and I just get dragged out by like Wolfhard and Cantor, so
Yeah, like I think for them at this point, they think they're just in a movie scene right now. They're going with the flow.
I'd say there's about an hour before dinner.
Okay. Cool. I want to find my good friend, Mr. Hayne McDooley.
McDougleberry.
If he's in the castle. If he's elsewise occupied, I'm not that worried about it. That's up to Mike.
That's up to him, yeah.
he's dead.
Mike?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out
where Hayne would be.
Well, I know where Hayne would be. I don't know if Wolfheart would be able to find him there, though.
I
So
mean,
unless he's like asking the staff. But if he's just walking around looking for Hayne.
It's not like a vitally important thing, so it would just be more of like where's Hayne? Can't find him. Okay.
Yeah, then yeah.
Okay.
Because he's not in an easily accessible area.
Okay, no problem. And I guess failing that, what state is Ren in right now?
She's probably not actually as drunk as she's like seems, but she got
Okay.
she's basically trying to she got Orca drunk and then is playing up at Orca's drunken level, just so that she doesn't, because she feels
Okay.
bad.
This.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess, would it be possible to separate the two, or is Ren pretty attached to Orca right now?
Oh no! By the time once we get back to like once we're here, and then it's like free for all. Then it's
Okay.
Orca probably goes and looks for the bathtub. Let's be real.
Probably yes.
Like, let's be honest here. The moment.
Family dinner could be stressful. I need my emotional support bath.
You walk into the bathroom and she's just like fully clothed in the bathtub, just
Face down.
head
Face
under
down.
the water.
No, just fucking like, if it was a pool, you'd think she was dead.
Face down, ass up.
Yep. That's the way she is in Ren's fanfic.
Oh my god. Ren, you have to write. I mean, Tori, you have to write fan fiction at this point. At some point. You have to give me like one story. Like, come on.
A single sentence.
Oh no! I'm
Give
gonna
me
have to break
something.
out my old fanfic writing skills.
Uh-oh.
They're so dusty. They haven't been used in so long.
I thought you were going to say they're so desperate.
No.
I mean, that too, maybe.
No.
Besides the
They've
point.
just been- they're
I
dusty on
believe
the
in
shelf.
you. It's been mentioned so many times. It has to be done.
Get ChatGPT to write.
Oh,
No, I would never do that.
there's no soul.
None. I want the desperation.
Okay.
But
It's
yeah.
gonna be extra dramatic.
Yeah, no,
How-
after Orca has like maybe like half an hour of happy time, she just starts getting ready for dinner and just like looking for like the perfect outfit.
Okay. I I guess I have lots of questions, and I don't know how much you're wanting to talk about what happened today. I guess my first question, and I don't mean this to be an accusation or anything of the sort, but why did you ask it like that?
Because I knew she wouldn't care. Elias made his mother out to be some big, bad, evil monstrosity of a lady.
Okay, sure.
If I had bullshitted her, she would have been much more upset.
And just kind of gestures in the vague direction of Ren. This is happy?
Oh, are you talking about what happened to my face?
I kind of figured they were one and the same.
Oh, yeah, I asked her to. We had a very nice conversation. She gave me this lovely medal for having some,
I
And-
suppose that makes sense, yeah, okay.
And then she was gonna let me go and everything was gonna be fine. But I told her, nah, let's put some dramatic flair on it because it'll be better that way. And then Mr. McSnooty Pants will think that he was right, but he wasn't. And so I asked her to, do some dramatics. So she headbutted me and then made her guys all lay on the ground like they had been like, what? But they were fine. They literally, she called them into the room, they laid down, blah. Off we went. All the swearing and everything, also for the dramatic. The going off, dramatics. Truly, I just wanted new clothes. And I knew I'd be fine. Because of my lovely little balls here. At least, actually, I didn't know I was going to be fine. I made a healthy assumption. And, so yeah. No, everything's fine. Genuinely. This? Fine. I mean, the crunching really hurt. Like, my nose was... That did hurt. It was real.
Oh, yeah, it was fucked up.
Mm-hmm. But no, all good. Was that it?
It wasn't the answer I was expecting, and now I have to think about what else I wanted to ask.
I kind of figured. Take your time. She just starts, like, checking out her nail beds. Like, picking little sand bits out of them. Perfectly patient, just like, do.
I mean... I don't... I guess I don't understand what's going on between you and Elias. And I don't know if this is a mutual thing that I just don't understand, or...
I mean,
It seems like the two of you are always at each other's throats, and I guess... Maybe that's just my perception.
for someone who has never grown up in the Feywild, he exudes many qualities of home, and I think that just rubs me the wrong way.
Is it the whole trying to tell you what to do as if you don't know better kind of deal?
I mean, there's that. The thinking that he's right all the time. talking to you like you don't know what you're talking about all the time. And like when I do something stupid, and I know I do stupid things, but like I know that, or I do chaotic things, or I do maybe not well thought out things, but I am very keenly aware. I do have a brain up here. The decisions are made consciously. But he looks at me like I'm a doorknob.
I guess I can't say that I'm guiltless of the same.
Yeah, but you have like a whole second voice inside your head that really doesn't like me despite my best efforts. Although I guess I also haven't done the most in making him like me. As I now have a second friend inside me and not cool. And they're probably not super copacetic, but...
No, not exactly. I could go into the details, but they're not relevant. They're not allies, I guess is the easiest way to put it without specifics.
I know sometimes I do things that maybe you all find frustrating or don't understand. And I get that. And that's okay. But I also hope you know that, you could get a message in this immediate moment from home being like, Wolfheart, you need to get here now. The island is under siege by a planet-sized deity that's here to kill us all. And I'd go with you. Without a question. Okay,
Mel
that's a
just
lie.
kind
There
of
would
like
be like 20 questions. Probably more than 20 questions, actually. But I would go.
Mel just kind of like pops up from the back of the couch, very sleepy, still like her arms over the back of the couch with her head laying on him. Just his mom says we should all get together and just have giant talks, not about like what we find fucking annoying about each other, but just about each other, so that we can actually connect. Because our biggest enemy is honestly our fucking selves. So we're having family dinner tonight.
I
Yeah,
look over at Wolfheart and I'm just like, I can't tell if she's awake or not. I think she's still asleep.
No, I think that's accurate. I
Mel doesn't give it an answer. She just gives finger guns to Ren.
I get finger guns back, but not the spell kind.
yeah.
Ren.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Could you imagine if every time I did finger guns,
How
it
do you
was like actually the spell? Just like
Shit.
never finger guns again.
Shit! They're hot! I forgot! Fuck!
Yeah, just like, oh shit, like shaking my hands, like.
Never point a loaded weapon at something you don't intend to kill.
But everything about me is a loaded weapon.
That's a very lonely existence.
I know.
I guess sometimes I just worry. I don't know what you're trying to gain power for, but I do know the downsides of just gestures towards her head. I've seen too many people take that road, and it does not end well. And I don't want that to happen to you. I guess maybe it might feel a little hypocritical considering, but...
No. What do you mean? Oh my god, Hina, I'm so sorry.
Did you spook Hina?
Yeah, when
Oh,
I did,
yeah.
like, when I blew raspberries, she was like, oh! He got up from her sleep. I'm so sorry, Nana Bear. Go back to bed. Go. You know, I have reasons, and every day they get a little foggier. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it, and then other times I think to myself, no, you must. And other times, I don't know, yeah, it's wavering, much in the sense of, you know, in the same sense like what Thane offered me. I could be free through the ultimate freedom of death, which is kind of horrifying.
I mean...
And there are mornings I wake up and I'm like, today's the day. We're nowhere near where it could be done, but today's the day. I want to... Okay, it sounds really bad if I just say out loud, I want to die, but you get...
No, I have been there.
I want to die the good way, you know?
Okay, maybe not there.
I want to die in the way that I intend. No, that still also doesn't work. You get it. Anyways, I want to die through a ritual also doesn't sound good. There's really no way.
On your own terms?
That also, on your own terms, could also just be suicide. And it's also not the vibe we're going for.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I know, but I'm just trying to think of a way to put it, like if I had to explain it to somebody.
I wish to enter the rebirth.
I like to think it's just the echoing voice of Red Valentine throughout the halls. Just, what the fuck?
Yeah, just like, where'd she come from? I'm everywhere. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's when you guys notice the painting, just like leaning against the couch.
Oh, that's looking at us?
Yeah. Eternally.
Hmm.
Well, now that's creepy.
She gave it to me.
Did you ask for it?
I asked for the painter recommendation, and she just said take it.
How big is this painting, by the way?
Bigger than me.
Mel, how are we...
It's like a 4x6
Oh, okay.
painting.
Oh.
I mean, that is bigger than Mel. Mel is small.
Mel, how are we getting this out of here? What, are you going to drag this through the sandstorm? You're going to be carried away like a kite. In a sandy kite.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
You're not going to get very far. Actually, you might go too far with this, but...
Orca walks in at this moment, and she kind of just sees the painting, and she just looks at Mel like, why?
I know, horrifying, right?
Maybe Elias could make something, like a bag that's got a lot more space.
Would deliver it to my grandmother.
There's that. Also, we could just take it out of the frame. I know that sort of removes the value, but the intent was to get the painter, not the painting itself.
I feel like I've seen that art style before, but I can't remember where.
I sort of like stand next to Wolfheart and like look at this painting from like different angles. I'm like closing one eye, opening the other, and like squinting at it.
Ooh. Ren, go ahead, make a perception check.
Do I have to?
You don't have to.
I know. 21. Blackjack.
Looking at it closely enough, it moves just ever so slightly, like it's breathing.
Like the painting or like the person in the painting?
The person in the painting.
Okay, I think you're saying the whole painting is breathing. I'm like,
oh no,
we're burning the painting right now.
No, just the subject.
Yeah.
That's how I make.
Oh, I don't. I don't have smell-o-vision here. This thing's creepy, and I don't like it. We have weird moving art at home, and it's freaky. When you're getting up in the middle of the night to just, go grab a snack, and then all of a sudden the paintings are following you.
See, she said
Traumatizing.
take it, and then I realized that grandmother would just send paintings to mom and literally all of her kids. And then I really, really debated about actually giving it to her because, like, I don't know if I want that in my house.
I wouldn't.
But then it'd be really funny for my uncles to have that in their house, though. So, like...
Also, what if it's a spying tool?
Oh, it would be with grandmother.
Oh, I meant more what if Red would, like, look
Oh.
through it, you know? What if she could? It is her likeness.
I mean,
Very
if
good likeness, though, I have to admit.
I mean, if it's a spying tool, I guess probably via magic, considering Kanto would be able to see it.
Cantor!
Huh?
Magical radar!
What am I looking for?
At the
Just
painting.
anything?
Anything, really.
Sure. Detect magic.
Okay. Yeah, you detect magic on the painting and find that the painting is not magical.
Is illusion. Very slight amount.
Is magical.
Is magical.
I'm
Cantor's radar, like,
confused.
beeps, but then it, like, spins back around, like, wait a second.
At first it finds nothing, and then it
Yeah.
finds illusion. It's so subtle, you almost didn't notice it.
You see Kantor get up really, really close to the painting.
Prolonged eye contact.
Oh, God.
Basically, he's just really staring at it, and he says, the slightest bit, I want to say, but not much. I mean, it's really, really hard to see.
I mean, alright.
I thought it was just the alcohol trying to mess with it, but no, it's got the faintest glow. Very, very faint.
I mean, yeah, we probably don't have that much to worry about, but transporting it would be an issue.
Yeah, I'm gonna see later if they'd be willing to take it to grandmother's.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just, like, flops off the couch and then stands up to go and, like, not be in.
not look like such a grunge gremlin.
Ooh, I have something very
Yes.
fun. I have a fun group activity we can do during dinner, or I guess after.
Oh. Okay.
About to say during dinner?
Wolfhard is Wolfhard is trying to not look a little worried about it. He's failing.
Oh, same.
Orcus is curious.
Kantor is definitely looking a little worried.
I'm intrigued. Worried, but intrigued.
I suppose we can cross that bridge when we get there.
I mean,
No,
the entire dinner
30
point
minutes.
was for us to have actual conversations. So,
I mean,
a game leads to conversations most of the time, so.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of a game, I guess, maybe.
knowing what very little I know about how you grew up, kind of a game sounds like it might be murder.
Oh, no, it's nothing from my childhood. I literally just made it up on the spot.
Oh. I don't know if that's better.
And it's literally just gonna be like, hey, do this thing. So don't worry, it's nothing. It's, yeah, no complicated rules involved.
It's just the squinty eye.
If you want me to bring out one of the really crazy games from my childhood, it's gonna
Please
take us
don't.
about 2.5 hours just to get through the rules.
No.
Is that just
Yeah,
part
that
of the game?
The rules? Yes.
No. I mean, like, never mind. But
It took me 6 years of my very young life to fully grasp the concept.
oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you're in a dimension where time is,
Funny.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no.
It was still 6 years, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, but you also have a lot. Well, we're looking at having a lot more years than the rest of us. Still technically do.
I mean, technically, even if I,
Shit, I could die tomorrow, technically.
we all
I
could.
don't
We
know.
could all die right now.
Well, yeah, but well, most of
I
us.
mean, I have a legitimate expiration date practically tattooed on my forehead.
Yeah, that's concerning, and I
Can
don't
we
like
not
that.
talk about your expiration date without you explaining it? You've only said you have an expiration date, and then you're just fine with that. Like, what do we do about that?
Oh, we can't really do anything about it. I mean, Hayne has a solution. The whole
Yes.
not
the-
really sacrificial, suicidal,
I
rebirth,
I
dying.
mean,
It's
thing.
called a rebirth. You're
I
being
mean-
reborn.
That still involves dying.
Yeah, let's not get bogged into the details of how it may or may not work. We have maybe let's not think about
Yeah.
death right before we're supposed to have some sort of actual conversation that might sour the mood, or at least
Oh, I
change
thought
it.
you were worrying about dinner. I was like, you don't think she'd kill us here? That'd be crazy. Could you imagine? First she breaks my nose, then she kills me? What a bitch.
Wait, she broke your nose?
Yeah.
Orca, were you? I like wave my hand in front of Orca's face. I'm like, were you
Oh, I didn't
drinking before we got
No, Orca wasn't around when you were talking about that. She was still getting dressed.
No, but you were there to help
Yeah, she
reset her
asked me to
nose.
You
reset her
helped
nose.
reset my. You healed my nose. What?
Oh, right. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. Brain
Okay.
got stupid. I'm so
I
sorry.
think all of us, even Mel, I think, like looks up from the couch, like, "Bitch, I'm exhausted. What's wrong with your excuse?"
She's
Yeah.
drunk. She's drunk.
I was knocked. I was barely conscious, and I still saw that bitch fucked up.
Yeah.
No. She saw that She saw that Ren got fucked up. She didn't know that the queen had. She didn't know that the queen had just knocked her around.
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean. I wasn't there for that explanation of the conversation. I know.
Oh
she
yeah, that's
was
right. You
fucked
were.
up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she bashed me in the head with her head. She headbutted
Was
me.
that like in revenge for what you said?
Oh right. Sorry. It's fine. I told her to do it. I wanted some dramatic flair upon my exit. Same with the people. They weren't dead or unconscious. They were just laying there.
What the fuck?
Oh, that reminds me of something, but no, it doesn't matter anymore.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ren!
What?
Oh my god.
I wanted hoity-toity pants to, yell hoity-toity and be wrong.
Maybe a big reason why you and Mr. Hoity-Toity Pants are always at each other's throat is that you don't understand Elias for who he is. It's not that he's hoity-toity.
I think this is better saved for a little bit later.
That's the point of dinner.
Yeah, or his pre-gaming dinner.
Anyways, I'm gonna go get changed. Fuck this shit.
Orca's just like sitting there like clenching her fists.
Arthur style. Anytime anyone in this campaign clenches their fist, it is automatically Arthur style. It is just
Wolfhard
curse
Never
on this
stopped clenching his fists.
it's a curse on this continent. You
Listen,
can only clench your fist Arthur style.
Wolfhard has the entity of rage within him, and is just like, I'm sensing a lot of anger around here, and I don't get it.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Anyways,
Right.
do we want to start a nice little dinner thing before God says, okay?
Probably
I kinda
not.
do.
That's up to God.
We go to dinner, unless anyone else has anything
You
they wanna
go
talk
to
about
dinner.
before dinner.
Din din.
Oh, I also make sure to show Mel my fancy pair of balls.
Phrasing, for fuck's sakes.
Oh,
That's what they are.
no, that's the thing. It's literally a pair of fucking golden testicles on that pin. Like,
It's a medal of golden testicles. It's great.
I feel like Mel laughs before she even realizes what it is.
oh yeah. It's one of those gremlin cackling laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's truck nuts. I have truck nuts on my chest, but small.
Nice.
And tiny.
No, obviously they're chestnuts. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
we missed it. How fucking?
Sorry.
Oh.
That's just boobs.
True.
Oh.
It's true.
We go to dinner.
Please.
Also, it's cold as fuck in my apartment. Air conditioning.
All right.
works out.
You all join together in the dining hall at Castle Valentine, where you are promptly served dinner. If Joshua would like to describe what's for dinner, he can. If not, we'll skip past it.
Well, it is rare that we entertain guests of the non-vampiric sort in home. So in lieu of feeding you all dreams that you can't possibly ingest, at least not without severe consequences,
It's on you, motherfucker.
say they would provide you with a high quality and varied traditional desert spread, as there is not obviously a whole lot of greenery to be found in the desert. Say there isn't a lot for the non-carnivorous to participate in, but there are still
Yep.
options.
I'm eating like 7 different varieties of cactus.
False. Watermelon. Again.
Hey, some of those are pretty rare fucking cactuses, okay? Yeah, a lot of spiced meats, a lot of mulled wine, a lot of breads of varying sorts. A lot of dried fruits, as that is something that you can get a lot of in the desert, but not a lot of otherwise. But yeah, I think you get the point.
Interesting. We go full Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Except for me.
I
So
mean,
it's like,
the new one has vegetarian options, but okay.
Really?
It's also much less of a spectacle now. It's kind of disappointing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Say, of the
All right.
45 minutes of Monster Hunter I've played, the only part that I truly enjoyed was watching the cats cook, so that's a disappointing thing to hear.
So, you all begin consuming your food as the house assistants leave you to your meal.
A heavy silence hangs in the air.
Just saying, you sit there
Red is
awkwardly.
humming and eating.
yeah, it's
No
probably the
sticks.
awkward silence of just like in the middle of dinner, just like, oh, this is good. Just vaguely.
who wants to broach the silence? Fucking everyone looking at each other like, not fucking me.
Mel
also-
will.
I also picture it's like
Elias
a
has
like a
decanter
huge.
full of a weird translucent liquid in front of him that he keeps pouring into a flask or not a flask. What is it? A flask.
Goblet.
Or yeah, a goblet. Actually, no, that'd probably be more accurate. Maybe a goblet. And he's just like he fills it and then he empties it, and then he fills it and then he empties it.
I also picture it's like a huge like banquet table style thing, and so we're all
Yeah.
kind of like spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
It is a very long table.
Listen, we're all at one end. Elias is on the other.
So yeah, it's funny because like when Elias first showed like Wolfheart this room, he walks up to the table, he slaps it, and he's like, "This isn't even the biggest fucking table in this castle."
Orca is like
Mm.
isn't eating at all. She's just like very stressed, and she just looks very distressed, and she just keeps looking back and forth and back and forth.
Literally the entire point of this was for us to talk to, actually have conversations. And with his mom, so that it was like, what's your favorite fucking food? How are your friends growing up? So on and so forth. So what? So we know each other and don't absolutely hate everybody's guts at once. I mean, I don't hate any of your guys' guts, but like, you know what I mean. But also so we can understand where everyone comes from a little bit. And yeah. If you're gonna make this awkward, I'll make it more awkward. That's a fucking threat, I promise.
Do you want to start?
I was institutionalized for about 1.5 years.
How old are
That-
you?
4?
Just the swift drinking from Elias suddenly turns into violent gulping.
Told you, if you're gonna make it awkward, she'll make it more awkward.
So I take it because you were so young, it wasn't exactly voluntary, or they not even really tell you, and it's like you're just gonna go live with the fun people for 1 year.
Oh, I needed it. Yeah.
The fun people.
I was 14? 15? 14. Something like that. I know my birthday was during it.
Oh, so that wasn't that long ago then.
No. Yeah, that's when I found out that my ghost can touch you back sometimes, and I kind of had
Oh,
a slight
no.
freak out. Just a little one. Yeah.
Orca like looks at Elias and she just sees like the frantic gulping and she just glares at him and says like, Elias, do you want to contribute to this conversation?
I don't think it works if we start trying to threaten one another to talk.
I just threatened that I'd make it awkward.
I'm just threatening to threaten. That's our dynamic.
No, that's the point. This point is to have conversations, not to threaten.
Yes, but since
No.
we are all used to that.
No. This point is to have conversations, not to threaten.
Elias, do you have any sort of story you would like to tell us about yourself?
I'm not good. Like, you have a question you want to ask me, you can go ahead and I'm not. I wouldn't even know where to start.
We've
Okay.
met the rest of your family, but what about your father?
My father heads our R&D division, and as part of that, he travels a lot to find new technologies or inspirations for new technologies to bring back here.
How long has he been gone?
Almost a year.
Is he usually gone that long?
No, he is not.
Oh, that's why you're looking for him. I thought it was he would have been gone more than a year for you, because you said you were looking for him. Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen him in more than, in longer than he's been gone. But he's been out and about as of late, or as of his most recent travels. He's been gone for, I want to say, 13, 14 months.
Wow.
Do you know what he was looking for?
Yes. So it was a power source of some kind. It was a way to generate power using like what he describes as the ley lines of natural magics in the earth.
The wells?
Similar, but not quite. The ley lines are, if the wells are kind of like, fonts of magical energy, the ley lines are kind of what connects them all to one another.
So Mel, why were you locked up?
Yeah, I killed a guy.
What did he do?
God laughing in the background.
That was a win. I got God.
Yeah.
It was just so casual. Just, yeah, I killed a guy.
What did the guy do?
Oh, I was in the middle of a massive panic attack because that's when I realized that the anger ghost can touch you sometimes if they're old enough. So I didn't realize that he was alive and freaked out a little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I realized afterwards he was indeed alive. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I got to send to school for a bit.
I'm hoping you enjoyed the school.
Yes, they couldn't help me as much as they wanted to, but yes.
Okay.
Wait, was the school the lockup?
No. Two different things.
Oh, so was it kill the guy, went to school, then locked up, or kill
No,
the guy, locked
it was
up, then school?
it was a lot less locked up, more of a this is a very traumatized child who needs a lot of fucking help. And then school.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. At this part, like, she looks kind of very nervous, just like, yeah, his family, well, his daughter or granddaughter, I don't remember which one, was very not happy about any of it, even if his other family was understanding. And I kind of got cursed. Awkward finger guns again. So yeah, school tried helping me with it.
Oh my god. Orca gets out of her seat and just walks over to Mel and gives her a hug from like behind her.
Sorry, I'm eating cookie dough.
Mel just like shoving soup in her mouth, like.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, a hug. Yeah, everyone thought it would be a really good idea for me to get the fuck out of town for a bit once I became an adult in the eyes of law. To just, explore, see things, not be in the same fucking forest in town for a bit. Here we are.
I don't think there's anything in my life that's worth telling that I haven't already told people.
Did you have friends?
Two friends. Athena and Saint. They happen to be in positions of power around the court, or at least the children of people in power and court.
I mean,
So,
yeah, you were a princess.
yes. Lots of board meetings. Lots of lessons. Yeah. I didn't have much going for me. Besides, going to become queen, of course.
Elias, what was your favorite part of growing up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spending time with my dad. I like to watch him work. He's really
Wonderful. I said wonderful. Did you ever want to go out like your dad and just kind of wander and whatnot, or did you just kind of say, I can't stand the city anymore, and that's why you started outside venture stuff?
I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I've always really liked going out and seeing the world, and I've also, I've always wanted to be more like him, and so I like getting to do the kinds of things that he does and kind of try and emulate some of the things that I know that he does that help him be successful. There's a lot of places he likes to go just to think or to look through things he's already looked through before, just to see if he missed anything. I appreciate his analyticalness, I suppose.
You're the only boy of your siblings, right? You don't have a brother?
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm the only boy.
Mel's just kind of sitting there nodding. She doesn't have a whole lot of questions. She's just trying to be encouraging, be like, yes, yes, do keep talking. Yes, yes, good conversations. Did anyone have a favorite food growing up? Hayne? Ren?
The sad desperation.
Well,
Anyone?
I didn't really eat much, unless you're talking about my past life.
Any life. Past life, current life.
Life of the man.
Someone else's life.
Using.
I think in my past life, I worried more about where the next meal was coming from than really what my favorite meal was. So.
Understandable. That just means your favorite meal was any meal.
Well, I suppose you could say that, yeah.
Actually, I have a question. Do you know? So you have a lot of the memories of the guy whose vessel you're occupying, yeah?
Well, more so since I got the head back, yeah.
What was his name?
You were in the
Sorry, I
library
started
with
choking.
us when I found the execution order. I said his name. I said his name back then. It was Jacques Lenoir.
Fred's face just like scrunches like bad name.
Mel's also scrunches in agreement. It's just like, yeah.
Like, just not good.
So does he have any like kind of like presence in there, or is it just you?
That's a complicated question. 'Cause it's not like it's just me in here. It's not like there's like a second soul or anything embodying this body. I just, because I have his memories, it's like a combination of the two of us, I suppose.
Does he know you have his body?
Well, he's dead.
But yeah, he has his spirit. I'm assuming. I don't know.
I
if
would
that
assume
spirit
so
has
as
any-
well.
So I'm just wondering if that spirit has any means of knowing that his body is no longer at rest.
His
Well-
spirit might have also just passed on, then it was just a body.
No, I haven't really run into the guy, I guess. I guess if we were to run into him anywhere, it would have been in the partner stocked. And didn't see him, so.
Cantor, what was your wedding like?
It was very beautiful.
Give me the details.
Well, what family we had was there, and my wife was dressed in a beautiful white gown, and he'll actually generate a minor image of his wife in a gown, and it is this gorgeous, extremely detailed gown that just flows. It just flows. Looks like it flows for days. And I was wearing a tux very similar to the one I'm wearing right now. And we did it in Three Oaks at one of the churches, and it was just beautiful.
Ooh, God, that is gorgeous.
Very beautiful.
And you guys want to know something else about me?
Yes.
Sure.
When I was 17, I wrote a song.
What kind of song?
And anyways, here's Wonderwall.
No, this one is called The Scar That Grows.
Oh, is it about the
Calypto's scar.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ren, you know how to play music, right?
If you know how to do it, I can do it.
Okay, if you guys give me 5 minutes to show her how the melody goes, I will actually sing it for you guys.
Lovely.
If that's okay.
Yay!
Absolutely.
He'll bring Ren over to the side and show her, okay, this is the melody, this is the part, this is the chorus, this is, you just, keep the tone smooth and flowing, and it's not fast paced or anything. But yeah, and he'll just explain, and he'll play some examples of the song, and then he'll have
Does
you
it sound
play it
like
as he
your
sings.
flute?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need the flute too.
Well, he's playing the flute, showing you how it's done, and then
Wait,
he'll-
hold
No,
on.
no, no, I
Don't
know,
you still have
afterwards.
that fancy one that we fucking stole?
No, I gave
Yeah.
it. That's the one Cantor has.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
Stole it
right.
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm playing.
Cantor.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, after Cantor is done, I'll take his flute
I'm sorry.
and I'll mimic his flute proficiency.
and he will sing the song for you guys. Okay, now I'm going to say this because I cannot fucking sing to save my ass.
No, yeah, completely understandable.
But I have an entire song written out.
Joe,
Do it. Do it.
I want to
you
see
put
how
more
well
into
I
this
do
than I ever
sword.
could.
What was that, Ren? Or sorry, what
Ren?
was,
We're the same person.
what was that, Tori?
I said I want to see how well I do this fluting. Here we go.
2.
Ooh,
Oh.
flute my ass off.
Ooh.
Oh, for a second I was like 4, and I was like, no wait, I rolled name check myself to see if Wolfhard actually recognized the painting, and I rolled a 4 total. So it was that. It looks familiar, I guess.
And Cantor would start singing. And the verses are: Calypto Vel raised his hand, with fire and stone he made his stand. A demon's voice in secret tongues, the world would fall before they're done. But the honorable hand appeared, their blades were sharp, their purpose clear. They broke the spell with noble cries, but tore a hole into the skies. Now there's nothing where the world once lay, a scar that steals the light away. No breath, no sound, no flame, no pain, just growing void and creeping pain. It's taken Sableton's last stone, and still it grows alone. Since then, many long years have passed, no soul returned, no spell could last. They sent in mages, sent in steel, but silence is the only seal. The trees now bow, the stars look down, as night devours the shrinking ground. 100 feet with every year, the scar consumes what we hold dear. Now there's nothing where the world once lay, a scar that steals the light away. No breath, no sound, no flame, no pain, or no rain, just growing void and creeping pain. It's taken Sableton's last stone, and still grows, it grows alone. Is it vengeance? Is it fate? Did we knock too loud on hell's own gate? A whisper's lost to time's dark side. We cursed the world when mages lied. Now there's nothing where the earth once lay, a scar that steals the light away. We watch and wait, but no one knows what sleeps inside the scar that grows. The end.
Wow! That was amazing.
What do you
Can you
think
paste that
about-
for us, Joe?
Can I what?
Sorry, I
paste
didn't mean to
it?
interrupt
Yeah.
your mic. But yeah, can you just paste it? Because just to remember it and read it. Thanks. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
what style of like song do you like picture that being in your head? Is it like a more like a somber song, or is it like weirdly upbeat for such dark lyrics?
Oh, it is a very somber song, which is probably
Okay.
why you heard me tearing up a little bit as I was saying it.
Yeah, I heard towards the end. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. Damn, how the fuck are we ever gonna like beat that? Like,
Yeah,
shit.
no.
But yeah, I wrote that song when I was 17, and I performed it in the taverns in town. And for the first 6 months of singing it, the audience hated it because they thought I was making a hero out of Calypto and everything. But once they actually realized the lyrics, they found it to be quite a beautiful song, and I sung it every year since in the tavern when I was there. And my daughter always used to play on the drums whenever she was around, along with me.
That's so sweet.
And on that note, that's where we're going to end session for tonight.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye bye. Bye bye.